Today's box card is the front door box card.
Merry Christmas!
The front door box card is from the More Christmas box cards set from svgcuts.com. And the images that I used, this image on the flap on the front and sides, I did print and cut. And the images are from designbundles.net. And it's a burlap pattern, and it's really tiny, and you can't really tell that it's burlap because it's so tiny. You probably need a magnifying glass, but that's just the way I did it for some reason. The rest of the patterns, this present right here, there's two presents back here. Those I did print and cut as well, and those images are from Recollections from Michaels. I scanned the images. The reason I did the print and cut on those is because it's just this little tiny square and these two tiny squares, and I only made two of this box card, so I didn't want to have to get a sheet of patterns just to do a couple squares on each pattern. So I thought print and cut is perfect. Plus, I kind of wanted to scale down the images of the patterns, because when you have a little box like that, your image is scaled down. So I thought it would be better to just scale down the image and then print and cut that way. And then this is image, I believe that image, Joy to the World, is from designbundles.net as well. The wood grain on the door frame and the wood grain on the sled are from a Recollection set that I have, that I scanned the paper, or the wood grain pattern, and then I did print and cut on that, since I was doing all this printing and cutting anyway. So I pretty much did print and cut on all the patterns on here. And then there's some twine, red and white twine from that I bought from Michaels that goes on the tag. Excuse me. I used chipboard for all of the layers for the back of the box and these two layers, because in the past when I've made this box card, the door will fall backwards. This one will, fall either backwards or forwards. And also I put it on the skates, because the skates will not be very stable, because the skates have, like, it's got three layers. There's the silver metallic for the skate, there's a brown, and then there's the white glitter for the skates. So I just thought it would be better to use chipboard on that. And this lantern is just a plain color. And then these, the wreath on here. And then the front door, I used polymer clay to make the doorknob. So, and then I'll show you the pattern that I pressed. I just rolled up a piece of clay and then just pressed it onto a mold, which put all of those little dots on the doorknob to give it like a little bit of a decoration. So I'm going to show you how I made this box card. So here are all of my things. I've got my tape, I've got my glue, I've got my Zots, I've got my button, scissors, and all of these pieces. And this is a lot, so I am going to do a time lapse to make it less difficult to watch. Okay, so I had to turn off the phone mirroring app from my phone called Let's View because it was heating up my battery or my phone too much. But I just wanted, so I'm going to have to stand up and show because I've got to be able to see the screen. This is what the doorknob looks like. I rolled up a ball of gold polymer clay. I think it was gold. Might have been brass or something, like bronze or something. And I used this, which is Makin's texture sheets, and this is what the pattern is. And I baked it for 10 minutes, and it came out burned. So I baked another one for 5 minutes, and this is the one that I'm going to use. So that's a good lesson. Bake it 5 minutes for such a tiny thing. But I did make two. So, and what else? Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start putting everything together. Basically, in the time lapse, I just put the chipboard on the layers, and then I put the door together, and then I put the chipboard on this. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on the back. I didn't want to do everything in time lapse because then I wouldn't have a video. And this, I was going to do a pattern, but for this brown, but I just decided not to do that because you're not going to really even get much detail because it's such a thin line on the top and sides, and this is the only place you would actually see the pattern. And I'm going to put this white piece on the back later. So this is what it looks like open, and I'm going to put my things on here first. I'm just going to fold everything so it makes it easier to fold it. Oh, wait. Yeah, this goes this way. That goes in. These go out. Okay. And this is, oh, I did number them. Good. So, that says number 2, so I guess this is number 3 and this is number 1. Or wait a minute. When it's put together, yeah, number 1, number 2, and number 3. So this is number 1. That's the way I put it together. And I have my project on the screen with the PDF file, just in case. Not that I'd need it, but you never know. And it's always a good idea to have the PDF file up on your screen. I typically just have the Cricut Design Space up on my screen so I can see what needs to be, or what goes where, but a lot of times I don't have it on the way it is on in the PDF in my Cricut Design Space, so having it on the PDF on the screen is probably better. And I want to get the pieces that go on the front done first. I mean on the door. That can I'm not opening it all the way, I'm just bending it a little bit. I can do the door frames first, I guess. I want to start with the top. And in the past, I have used a paper that I bought from Michaels that is textured, that has the wood grain. But I'm so upset, disappointed that they don't have it anymore. Every time I try to go there to get it, they don't have it. And it's so much better than any image that I found. But this wood grain that I have from Recollections is really good. So this glue, I wish this glue would cure faster. I mean, it is nice to have it give me a minute to be able to make sure that it's in the right position, but at the same time, I'm in a hurry, and I don't want to have to wait for it to cure to be able to go to the next thing. Okay, that's good. And my door in here. And this has a hole inside of it for the, I can never remember what those things are called. Brad, that's what they're called. A brad that has like the two prongs that you stick in the hole, and then you peel the prongs back, and it holds it on. And if you put the brads on tight, then it holds it on really tight. I don't have any that are big enough for this, so that's why I'm using the polymer clay. Also, I don't have any that I like, and I don't know. I've looked online, and I can't really find anything that I like, so polymer clay it is. And I have to make sure that I let this dry, because the other one that I showed before in my intro was the other one that I made, and the doorknob had shifted. So I'm going to hope that this does not shift. So that's why I want to put this on now, and then just set this off to the side. I'm going to bring this out. I have my skates. Here's the other one. I'm going to put this on first real quick. And this piece didn't really need a piece of chipboard, because it's not really that top heavy, and it's just two pieces of paper or cardstock, so this doesn't really need that. And I'm going to peel out the hole because I got to put some twine inside there. And then Joy to the World. And they used a stamp, and I don't have stamps, and I honestly don't want to get into stamps because it is expensive. And if I can just have my Cricut print out the image that I get from design bundles, then I'd rather just do that. That's off to the side. Now this gates, I'm just going to go ahead and put the skates together first, because they're going to be layered one on top of the other. So I got the brown first. I don't want to put too much because it will come out the bottom onto the chrome, I guess. And it is a pain to get that glue off of this chrome paper. Okay, let that dry. These are really hard to pick up. Okay, I'll put the glitter on this one. A little bit of brown sticks out the bottom of the shoe along the bottom and the heel. I've never gone ice skating, but I have gone to the roller disco when I was a kid. Roller skating rinks. Okay. Get this brown piece. This piece folds. It's scored so it can fold down, and this one is also scored. And the way I did the chipboard was I didn't do that top piece so that this could go back if I needed it to. Take some of this off. It's a ridiculous amount of glue on here. Okay, I'm going to put this one on the left side and then the right on top of this. And I'm not going to do it all over. Oops. I'm just doing it like that. And honestly, this isn't going to touch this part, so I'm just going to put the glue on here. Oops, I moved that. So the way I did it was makes it look kind of like it stands out a little. So I'm going to put this to the side and work on this. Oh, these are numbered. Here's one. I did that because this could either go on this side or this side, and I wanted the pattern to match up. Okay, number 2. We'll just put it on here. And I did get lazy with the presents that go on here, and instead of making 2 pieces, I just attached them. I don't know if it was lazy or I just thought it would be easier. I mean, since I'm doing the print and cut anyway, I might as well just do that. Okay. There we go. And this piece, I'm going to remove the holes even though I don't have any brads to go in there. And I didn't make anything with polymer clay to go on them. And I have those opal or pearl or whatever they're called. I think they're pearls. But I think they're a little too thick. And this card already has so much thickness with all the chipboards, so I didn't want to add too much bulk to the card. Bulk and weight. So okay, that's this piece done. And so I'm going to put it together. Oh, I want to do what I did to that one that I did yesterday, just to make it easier on myself. So this goes at the top, not at the bottom. This one is going to stick out instead of in, so I'm going to put this in like this. Okay, now this one is going to go Make sure it's on straight. We'll flip this over. I'm going to put my glue in here on this tab. Just press that on top of there. Now, when I lift it up, everything will be attached. So the last thing is the wreath, and these are going to go in the direction that they're sitting here, the direction that is. So I'm going to, probably should have put this on first, but that's okay. Flip it over. I'm going to just put the glue on these points right on the inside. Oops. Okay. And the same thing with this one. And just go on like this. Okay, and then this piece just goes on right here in the middle. Okay, that's it. That's the front door box card, and I'm going to put the button. Oh, I'm going to put this piece on. And this just goes on here like this. And the button I chose is a wreath. And I'm just going to put this here and put the wreath on here. And there you go. And now I've got the envelope, and then we're done. I just wanted to check to make sure it was still recording, because you never know. And this one is a thick one, so I can use a big piece, or oh, let me see. Nope, it's the mid-size one. I'm just going up to this point, and then I will put a little piece in here after I put this one on. Okay. That is the front door box card. I'm not going to be able to pick it up. So that's the front door box card. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, so I thought I was finished, and I completely forgot about this layer. So all I have to do is put the glue on it, and I should have probably put the twine in there first, but it's fine. Oops. Yeah, hold it like this so I can put it on straight. There you go. Nope. Okay. So with the twine, I just have to, because the hole is so small, I'm just going to twist it a little to get it so that it can fit into this hole. Just nope. Yeah, it's probably a better idea to put the put this on first. Okay, let's see. Did I get it all? There. And that's the reason why I cut a lot, just in case. I guess I didn't really cut a lot. Do that again. Is it in there? Yeah, it's in there. I'm just going to try and make it go to the edge and just pull on it. I'm going to cut off the excess. And then I'm just going to tuck it in here. I'm just going to tuck it inside there. And then that's it. That is the Joy to the World. I mean, the Joy to the World. That is the front door box card. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.